In this video lesson, we're going to talk about finding friendly numbers for division. Now, friendly numbers is a term that I think I have made up. It is not going to be something that you will see in a math textbook, but if you are following along, you will like friendly numbers. They are helpful when you are dividing. Friendly numbers just mean that it is a number that is evenly divisible by a certain divisor. So, for example, 60. 60 is evenly divisible by both 3 and 6, so it is friendly for both 3 and 6. Let's start by reviewing some terminology here. We have the dividend is the big number that we're dividing. It's inside the house. We have the divisor, which is the smaller number we're dividing by that's knocking at the door. And then we have the quotient, which is our answer that's up on the rooftop. So, our first step to finding friendly numbers is that we have to look at our divisor. You're always wanting to find friendly numbers for the divisor. And the first step is to list the first 10 multiples of that divisor. Remember, multiples are the numbers that you say if you are skip counting by that number. This photo shows that I have listed the first 10 multiples for each of the digits 2 through 9. I did not list 0 because it would just be 0, 0, 0. And I did not list 1 because I figured we could all figure out how to divide by 1. So we started with 2 and we went up through 9, and we've listed all just the basic first 10 multiples for each of those digits. Now, because they are multiples, we know that they are evenly divisible by the number at the top. So this column would be friendly for 2, friendly for 3, friendly for 4, friendly for 5, friendly for 6, 7, 8, and 9. So if I'm looking at my column, let's just look at the 4s here, see if I can zoom in and bring it down. So if I'm looking at the 4s, this 4 is the first multiple of 4, the second multiple, the third, the fourth, the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. So if I wanted to divide 20 by 4, then I would count that it's the fifth multiple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. Step 2 in creating my friendly number list for a multiple is to add a 0 after each multiple to show that the multiple times 10 is also evenly divisible by that number. And I like to use a different color for the 0. So here I have added the 0 after each of the basic multiples. So if I'm looking at, let's say, friendly for 6, not only 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, and 60, but 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, 420, 480, 540, and 600 are also evenly divisible by 6. This is helpful when I'm dividing larger numbers. So if I'm dividing something other than like a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number, this becomes very helpful for me. Step 3, add one more 0 to the end of each multiple. This will be helpful when we're dividing by 4-digit numbers. So if we have a 4-digit number we need to divide by a 1-digit number, our friendly numbers that are much larger will be very helpful for us. So here you can see a picture. I have added in the third part, the zeros that come after. So if I'm looking at friendly for 9, let's see if I can zoom. Friendly for 9, I have not only 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and 90. I also have 90, 180, 270, 360, 450, 540, 630, 720, 810, 900, Here it repeats itself, 900, 1,800, 2,700, 3,600, 4,500, 5,400, 6,300, 7,200, 8,100, and 9,000. Now, these are not the only evenly divisible numbers by 9. However, when we're using our friendly numbers, these will be the most helpful ones to get us started. So here's just an up close of the friendly numbers for 7 and 8. So all of these are friendly for 7. All of these are friendly for 8. So if I'm dividing by 8, I want to focus on these friendly numbers. If I'm dividing by 7, I would want to focus on these friendly numbers. And again, if I'm looking and I say, okay, 4,800, is it divisible by 8? Yes, because it's a friendly number. And if I divide 4,800 by 8, what do I get? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because 6 times 8 is 48, and I added the 2 zeros on there. So 4,800 divided by 8 would be 6. Sorry, 600 because of the 2 zeros. So why do I need friendly numbers? Well, they'll be very helpful when we move on to partial quotient division, which is before we get to the long algorithm. And it also makes division easier because you can look at numbers that are already compatible, numbers that I know the dividend can be divided by. So this video lesson has been on finding friendly numbers to help with division.